It was intercepted but not clear. Carlson, good move. To the corner. Rotate for Wilson. Carlson's at the mid-ice. Long-range deflection. Score! The Caps have tied it on a power play goal with Wilson in front.
Don't get it out of the zone, and this allows the Caps to continue the rush of the play, keep it inside.
Send it all the way back to the rear guard, who's backpedaling at center. Into the second minute of OT. First goal wins it. On the move, Wilson, full throttle. Tom Wilson turns. Wilson feeds the front. Score! Jacob Chekrin! Washington's a winner. Strome takes the pass. Carlson fakes the blast. Strome to a better shooting lane. Puts it on a platter for Carlson. Deflection score. Wilson again camped out on top. And that's 5 on the board for D.C.
I think Willie can hardly move that right skate, but I think it hit over the left pad. Good look at John teeing it up. There's the bouncing biscuit. No chance for the...
A real good angle job there by Hronek. Make sure he kept him to the outside on that play.
Leonard using the end wall. There's Strome. Strome to the slot area. Wilson. One more. Oh, Demko. Magnificent stop, but Leonard tucks the rebound. And now of the third.
Unlucky there for Chekrin because he alley-ooped that perfectly to Tom Wilson.
Wilson on the board. Points in 6 of 7 games for 43 Red.
Right into this season. The first play by Chekrin was awesome, except he didn't get the bounce to Tom Wilson. This one, they make it happen.
Carlson, who's bumped his to 5. Carlson towards the front, redirected, loose there. Frank, stop. Follow-up chance, score! Wilson, point blank. Chekrin playing a little cat and mouse with Heineman. Loose there. Score! Wilson with a slam dunk.
When it was in the net before it happened, here's an isolation of Tom Wilson driving wide behind everybody, including the...
Malenstein, the former Cap, testing Lindgren off the shoulder. Rebound belongs to Wilson. He'll send it out wide. Protas is in alone. Alexei Protas, 2-on-0. Give and go. Score!
Now that's the type of offense I'd love to see. How about that jailbreak?
With Parayko in the box, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Caps get control. Chekrin sets up shot. Top side with Carlson. Lines and fires. Score! Wilson camped out in front. That changes direction, and Washington has the lead.
9 seconds win the draw. Last game, Stromer was over 67% at the dot. Past Bennington. There's Tom setting up shop, taking away the eyes. Broberg in front of him, and that's a sweet...
Backtrack there by Shen. This gets away from Wilson. McMichael pouncing on it. Van Riemdijk to Sandin. High slot deflection, stop, rebound, score! Tom Wilson makes it a half dozen. Traveled netminder, just hadn't bumped into the Caps yet. Prior to tonight, another pad save, rebound, score! Sorted on the doorstep.
Ben's getting back there and doing what he could to prevent that from happening for Barranco.
Sortif, angle by Christensen, great pass, one more, score! Tom Wilson at the end of a gorgeous play.
And there's Tom Wilson given the point. The backhand pass and then the touch.
Scheifele no angle. Centering pass. A little bit too hot to handle for the dangerous Kyle Connor. Back come the Caps with Tom Wilson. Wilson feeds. Carlson fires. He scores! John Carlson with a bullet. Final 10 ticks. Leafs trying to pitchfork it free. It comes loose. It's ripped towards the empty cage. Bullseye. Tom Wilson. And Washington's going to get out of here with a victory. Strome, then Leonard. Ovechkin lying in the weeds. There's Ovechkin. Sweep it down low. Deflection. Score! Pinpoint for Tom Wilson.
11 seconds, they win the draw, and this is unbelievable passing by Alex Ovechkin. Tom with a nice redirection. You see Sorokin is already set up to face the shot of Ovechkin.
Islanders goalies not named Sorokin last year won 5 at the Caps. Get one, a steal and a stop.
And look at the smile. And here it is. Tom Wilson hustling down. There's Sorokin trying to pass up the middle. I'm not sure why he did that.
Backhand, Anders Lee, Drouin, and Horvat all camped out in front. Barzal, not a lot of pace on that. Good steal by Wilson. It's sent wide of the goal. No icing. Protas room to ice this one. To ice this one, perhaps. Wilson activates. Off that cycle for Strome. Ovechkin front door pen stop. Rebound there. Score! A tap in for Tom Wilson.
Fabulous power play. Just over 60-some seconds of zone time, and the passing was crisp and on the money. That's going to be a big game. They're at the bottom of the heap of the 8 teams to Metro, but there's only like 5 or 6 points that separate them and the Cap.
Wilson, feed it, Protas, turn it, long wrister blocks, Sordiff recovers, score! Wilson right down the lane.
And he's got his 17th goal in the year. Here he comes, here's a play in the middle, starts up high, gets a lucky bounce, but look at Sordiff, just fine.
As we approach the 4-minute mark of this opening frame, no score in Sunrise. Strome will trickle it ahead. Faravari with speed waltzes in. Stopped there by Brodsky. Rebound score! Wilson cleans it up.
Poor defense by Florida pays off for the Caps. I think Bobrovsky thought it was in too because he was nonchalant after that play.
McNugget, minute of the opening period. Chikrin finesses for Strome. Feed it inside. Score! Wilson has them both.
That's the nicest bumper pass we've seen this season. Great stick work there by Stromer to get it out to Wilson. And what a bomb. The entry under control. The good passing, tape to tape. They get the puck. Watch Strome get it. Gets Forsling down. And the perfect.
Quick's going to leave the cage to get there ahead of a hard-charging Connor McMichael. Wilson, freight train lava.
He's down.
3-on-2, Sandin approaching. A little give and go, swap pass, score! Wilson knocks it home and then gets deposited into the cage.
Buries it. Here's a nice passing play. The Caps looking sharp. 3-way passing play. That pass across from Connor McMichael.
Jacob Chikrin to a better shooting lane. Fires, patted aside by Quick.
Yeah, he stayed with that with his right pad. Nice stop by Quick.
Wilson fires and scores!
It's been the Tom Wilson story here today. Might be his best day ever in hockey, being named to the Canadian Olympic team at 8 a.m. this morning.
Beauvillier now 8 goals after yesterday's strike, all of them at even strength. Chikrin fires, pad save Merelainen. Wilson reloads. Merelainen goes to the splits. Follow and score! Wilson would not be denied.
Yeah, Tom just stays with it and buries it. Just hard work by Tom Wilson.
Settles, returns for Wilson, skipping on through to Carlson. Straight away. Feed down low. One touch score! Dylan Strome.
What a passing sequence that is.